Welcome back, folks. I'm me, Phil Turrell. You're watching part 7 of the Soul Reaver 1 Let's Play. This is a post-commentary, if you can't tell, because for some reason my audio on my live commentary did not play, or did not record on this part, but anyways, it is what it is. So we just got done getting Rahab's ability, and now what we're going to do in this part, and I believe the next part, is we're going to do a little bit of cleanup on getting some glyphs, some health upgrades, some magic point upgrades, or glyph upgrades. So right here we're going to go to Zephon's area. So we're going to go to the base. Actually, no, we're going to actually want to go to the very top of the Sound Cathedral. I just made a little mistake here. I was like, oh no, I need to go back and go to the very top because we need to get to the smokestack, not the smokestack, but the wind tunnel portion of Zephon's lair. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So, and that's really what this part's going to be. And then the next part's actually be a pretty crazy part. But I won't spoil that part for you. I'll let you watch that exciting part in the next part. But I don't know why I'm absorbing that soul. I don't need it, and I actually need to go back to the physical realm to open that door. So what the heck were you thinking, past Phil? I guess past, present, past Phil. I mean, I guess I'm future present Phil. Future Phil is going to have a fun time doing that. I can already see what the hell are you thinking saying this confusing crap. But let's go ahead and go in here, and we're not going to spend very much time fighting enemies. We just want to get the health power up that is on the outside, and then the Eldritch power up that's in here, which is just, I don't know why they call it Eldritch power. I mean, I guess because it might be part of the Elder God's power, maybe? I don't know, but I just always like to just call it magic points or glyph points. Glyph points sounds a little bit cooler, I guess, but magic points aren't half bad either. And I mean, this is really all. I mean, we're just going to clean up. So it's going to be a really short part because this was actually a continuation of the last part live recording, but alas, it didn't happen that well. It happened that way, just without the volume, like I said. But anyways, I'm stalling. Come on, past Phil, or present past Phil, whatever Phil you are, just continue on. So we're going to go through here. We're going to jump down the sound tunnel, or the wind tunnel that's here in the middle. And then we'll be getting our first Eldritch power up. So let's go down here, get the weird little sequence where it shows Raziel falling down. And just be careful not to glide all the way up. You don't really want to glide all the way up because you'll end up going back down. Now earlier in, I guess, part 3, or one of the parts when I was first climbing Zephon's lair, I made a comment that there was a wall that was climbable. We're going to actually scale that wall here and go inside the wind tunnels that are in here. I mean, that's what I assume this is. At least that's what I'd like to think it is. So here you're going to see a little gap in the wall right here on the right. We're going to jump in there, break this. So even though if you had Zephon's ability, you can't break that wall without the telekinesis power. So I'm going to grab this. This will boost our magic by, I think, like 4 points or something like that. Now we have 12 points. And we really haven't gotten any of the good, unquote, good magic. I mean, the only magic I think is really good are the last 3 that we'll get, which is the sunlight power, the fire power, and then the water power, in my opinion. I mean, I'm sure the other ones have niches that they fill, but I just want to take out enemies really quickly. Now, past Phil is going to go this way, but we don't really want to go that way. We actually want to go down that wind tunnel all the way down. Because there's no, the path I need is not this way, long story short. So, I'm going to make a realization here and be like, oh yeah, I don't need to go this way, because it's not in that little nook that's this way, not that way. This little entryway right here. It looks like there's a doorway here, but I mean, there's really nothing there. I mean, I think when you're in the other world, spectral realm, there is a portal there, but to come back into this world, but that's really it. There's nothing there. So I'm going to make the realization, oh yeah, I gotta go up the wind tunnel, not this way. So here, we could potentially make it that way if we could reach up there, but we don't have the high ability to go up there. And, well, we don't have the ability to get high up there. I'm not saying there is an ability, but we just don't have Raziel doesn't have the leg strength to high jump that high. Long story short. Anyways, go back through here, and we're going to go back to the wind tunnel. And something I just caught myself doing. It might just be because of the live commentary. I just don't catch myself doing it. I jump a lot when I'm running in this game. I don't know why. I guess because the sound effect Raziel makes this kind of cool when you jump. But I don't really think there's a tactical reason why I'm doing it, other than the fact it just sounds cool. So go up here, and then we're gonna fight another Zephanim, whatever it is, Spider Boy, Spider Vampire, and we're gonna take him out, and we're gonna destroy that glass up there. And that glass is gonna lead to the Sound Glyph area, which this puzzle I thought was really neat. Comparison to all the other freaking puzzles that are in Soul Reaver, because it doesn't rely on any blocks, or requires you to go back and forth between the spectrum realm and the material realm while trying to carry this like gong like mallet, which is what you need to activate the Sound Glyph area to get the Sound Glyph, or yes, to gong the bell or make the bell go gong bong, whatever, bronzong. Anyways, no need to suck in the soul because I'm at full health. We can go here in this little portal, get out. We'll grab the little bell beater thing. I don't know what this is called, but we're going to take that. I'm going to go ahead and throw it up here at the very top of the entrance we came up, because we need to go from that end to the opposite end to get the Sound Glyph while carrying that thing. This puzzle is not super difficult once you realize what it is. And then here, I don't know why Raziel takes his sweet time going to the left or right when using his wall climb ability, but it's okay. So grab the gong beater thing, the bell smacker thing. I don't even know what it's called. I'm over there thinking that's a window, but it's not. So here, what you need to do is you need to throw the gong, or I'm just going to say the mallet. You're going to take the mallet and throw it on one of the side windows. And then you're going to go and switch into the spectrum realm, because you can't carry that thing in the spectrum realm, because you don't exist in that, or you can't grab stuff in that realm. So we're going to take that mallet, and then we're going to chunk it into that side right there. Doesn't matter which way, left or right. And then we're going to shift into the spectrum plane, and then you're going to notice that stuff is going to start to move, which is wonderful. So go ahead and switch back. And we're going to grab the little mallet, and then we're going to go to the middle section, and then we're going to jump to this platform, and then jump here, and you can go ahead and chunk it at that thing right there. That way it's broken, it'll go right through, you don't have to worry about it. Now you cannot make that jump. I'm going to find out just in time, so we're going to shift back to the spectral plane, and then we'll be able to shift right back to the physical realm. Like I said, it's not a super difficult puzzle. So go ahead and go here and smack the bell. It'll give you a prompt, and then you'll get a little cutscene here where the bell's going to destroy everything in the room except for you, and it's going to also destroy itself. And then you're going to get the Sound Glyph, which I guess is it's one of those powers I don't really use outside of just showing it. But I mean, I guess it could be neat for I think it stuns the enemies. I don't think it actually takes them out. I like to think that this is like where the Silent Cathedral got its powers from, this glyph. That's what I like to think. But that's I think that's our third glyph, I want to say. Yeah, because we got the Earth Glyph, we got the Quake Glyph, we got the Sound Glyph, and then we got that, whatever that glyph is, that Crash Glyph, whatever, very first one. I don't really use it, except for that one time in Kane's Sanctuary. Okay, we don't need that no more, and so now we have 16, I believe. So that's pretty awesome. Let's see, and I'll just go ahead and show it off. So it just creates like some kind of sound wave that probably knocks the enemy's equilibrium out, and they're just stunned, and you can take them out at your leisure. And they got one more item to get here in the Silent Cathedral. We'll never, ever, ever have to come back here, which is, thankfully, that is a good thing. So I hate this dungeon so much, but not as much. I do hate this one still. This is my most hated dungeon. But the one I think I hate second most is probably Duma's fortress. I forget what it's called. But for some reason I spent ungodly amount of time getting lost and trying to figure out how to move a block. It's like freaking block puzzles, I know. But, oh, what's it called? I don't know. I'll let Futureville worry about that. But it definitely was the dungeon that took me the longest because I just forgot how to move a block. And it's really not a super long dungeon. It really isn't. Is it the Frozen Fortress? I don't think it's the Frozen Fortress. It's some kind of fortress name, I'm sure. Okay, and then we're going to have to go into the Spectrum Realm to actually get out of here because there's that gate that, for whatever reason, decided to be double protected. You got to use the Soul Reaver to open the outside gate, and then you got to have Malkaya's ability to go through the thing. So, I mean, why not just have the Soul Reaver icon? That way, you already got to have Malkaya's ability to get the Soul Reaver. Why not just like use the Soul Reaver as the main thing to lock you out? But anyways, I digress. Yeah, we're gonna jump in the water, and then from the water, we're gonna swim through the canal, and then we'll go up, and we'll come up on that mountain or that overlooking hill, and we'll get a health power up. I almost said heart piece. So go up here, go this way, jump up here, and then we will be almost done with this part. This is a very short part in comparison to the rest. So grab that. That should be everything in the Science Cathedral. And then now we can go ahead and go to Kane's Fortress. This part is completely optional. I'm only doing this, like I said, in one of the previous parts, just to see if there is a trophy. Again, I just want to see. And then also the other main reason, I really like Ariel's little flavored dialogue and hints and everything. I think it's I don't know, I just like Anna Gunn's voice. And then, I don't know, I really hope that if they do make another Soul Reaver game after Defiance, which has been, oh god, like almost 20 years, I think, maybe, since Defiance came out. Maybe, something like that. But, I mean, I hope they bring her back with Michael Bell and Simon, I don't remember his last name. I'm sorry, Simon, but you are the voice for Kane as far as I'm concerned. And Michael Bell is the voice for Raziel. Anna Gunn is, of course, the voice for Ariel. But I don't see Ariel coming back in another Legacy of Kane part unless they put more, I don't know, time travel shenanigans. I don't know. I don't think they'll ever finish Legacy of Kane. Outside of maybe, little things like novels, like the Dead Shall Rise. I think the Dead Shall Rise is actually a prequel novel. It hasn't came out yet. I'm looking forward to seeing and reading that book when it comes out. So go ahead and go through here, and then we're going to talk to Ariel, and then we'll just run all the way back to Zephon's lair. And then I say we're done, but we're actually going around Zephon's lair. We're not going into the actual cathedral again. But go through here, and we'll get her to talk about Duma's lair. I really didn't need to go into the physical realm, but I did for whatever reason, because I love this track right here. Such a good track, and I'm glad they played again in Defiance. Take it away, Ariel. Oh, you're behind me.
Beyond the cliffs that witnessed your execution, a silent city sits in frozen tableau. Locked in eternal limbo, they await redemption or release.
Why not both? Yeah, anyways, we got that conversation. Let's go ahead and go back to a warp gate, and then we'll go to Zephon's lair. And really, I could have just jumped. I guess I could have just like had get took. It's been a long day. Should have just jump cutted to a warp gate or something like that. But anyways, you'll get to hear me talk and ramble on for a little bit. I think when this part drops, I think that weekend I might go ahead and start posting my weekend Let's Play. I don't know, for RPG weekends. I guess I don't know if I'm going to really make that a thing or not, but we'll see. There's other things I want to play on the weekends other than RPGs. I thought really hard about making Ys 10 that playthrough, but I was like, nah, I'm not going to be able to beat the game or play the game, understand it, and then be able to commentate on competently. But It's a fantastic game. I actually just got done beating Ease 10. Ease 10 is such a good game, but I don't know if I want to talk about Ease 10 right now. We're doing Solar. I guess I'll talk about it a little bit more. We just gotta get to a portal and then go through that warp room. But I think Ease 10 is probably one of my. I don't think it's one of my favorites, but it's definitely one of the better ones. Which there is not a bad Ease game in my opinion, but it was a definitely slow Ease game. I didn't like the first half of the game so much. It was when they got to the middle and the end that I really started falling in love with Ease 10. It's a really good game. And I heard that there's a expansion that's coming out called Proud Nordics. Looking forward to that. Anyways, enough of Ease 10. Let's go ahead and go to Zephon's lair. So we want the single claw looking one, which is this one right here. So we're gonna go there. And then we're gonna just run all the way to the Sunlight Glyph. I think it's the Sunlight Glyph. Do the Sunlight Glyph or the Lighthouse Glyph. But that part's gonna be very interesting because we're gonna see something funny. At least I think it's funny. And it just mind-boggled me that it happened, or I just let it happen because I saw it coming a mile away. I was like, hey, let's just try this to see what happens. It's almost like if the floor was the void and not. It's trying to avoid the floor. It's like the floor is lava, but this time it's the floor is the void. You'll see what I'm talking about next part, folks. Go ahead and go into the physical realm here. We're going to swim. This will take us to another glyph. And this glyph is actually not super duper difficult to get, but it's a bit puzzle centric. A few block puzzles, and then there's a few other puzzles, but I guess there's more block puzzles now that I'm thinking about it. You need a block puzzle to turn on the gas and a block puzzle to turn on the lighthouse. But it's a fantastic looking puzzle in retrospect, I guess, because just how they designed this puzzle and the way it's supposed to and the way it looks. But this is one of the better glyphs, so of course you actually want to kind of get this one. It's very useful for taking out Terrellum, and that's actually the type of vampire we're going to be fighting in this lighthouse puzzle. It's going to be the Terrellum. Okay, so we're going to go and get the warp room, and then we're going to save, and we're going to call it a part. Alright, so let's get out of here, and this warp room is going to be to the lighthouse, so I'll go ahead and call this a part, folks. I'll let past present Phil take over, and I'll catch you next, y'all wonderful folks, on the next Let's Play. Later and bye.